Hello, good day. My name is Lucky Pastor, and just to avoid any misconception, Pastor is not a title. That's my surname. All right. I'm from Delta State, a state in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, and I am a graduate of English education from the University of Nigeria, and I graduated 2019. Yeah, 2019. Yes. And currently I'm a youth corps member serving my fatherland. Um, I lost my sight some 17 years ago, and I was 12 years at the time. And since then, it's been um, the world of visual impairment, and God willing, I've been able to brave that storm and been able to go to school in spite of my visual impairments. And today, here am I. I would really commend software developers when it comes to making persons with visual impairments included in the digital world, because with the screen readers, we have a number of them, the JAWS, the NVDA. For the phones, we have the TalkBack, the voice assistant, and all of that. With all of these screen readers, we've been able to access the internet to a great extent. Yeah, and through this technology, I was able to measure up with my sighted colleagues in the classroom while I was a student of the university. And as a matter of fact, it actually aided my studies. Instead of relying on the conventional braille, I was able to source for information from the internet that aided my performance in school. So I would say it's an inclusive word, even though I still feel there are things to be done to make it more inclusive for persons with visual impairments. My recommendation would be, especially to website designers or website owners. Right now we've not been able to get a screen reader that will be able to read or interpret graphics. So when we get to a point on the internet where there are graphics, we are usually restricted. We do not really know the information being passed across through those graphics. But then some website designers or some website owners try to give written text beneath those graphics to enable persons with visual impairments understand what the graphic is saying. So that's a very good one. But there are some other websites that don't even bother to include us in that area. So I would say to website developers, when you develop your website, when you design your website, try to at least for the meantime interpret your graphics so visually impaired persons will be able to understand what the information the graphics are trying to the information the graphics are trying to pass across, and also trying to encourage software developers to as well try to see if there could be screen readers that will be able to interpret graphics, so we will be more included in the system. When it comes to teaching in the classroom, for me as a visually impaired person, the best way a teacher could carry me along is to try to explain at least as detailed as possible what he or she writes on the board, because some teachers sometimes do not really take note of the fact that there is a visually impaired student in the classroom. So what they do, they just write on the board and they start explaining and just be touching the board and be pointing to different items on the board. Okay, do add this to this, this mathematics, or what figure of speech is this, point to the board. But then the visually impaired students are usually lost at this point. So my only advice and encouragement to teachers is, whenever you, first of all, try to identify the weaknesses of your students. Know those who are having challenges and those who are not having challenges. So when you teach, you will be able to carry them along and explain in a way that everybody will be carried along.